Well, welcome back to another exciting episode of Coach K's Math Corner. Today we're just going to extend what we did before with proportions, and we're going to write proportions from word problems. So today I will be able to write a proportion from a word problem and solve it correctly. I'll know I have it when I can answer 2 word problems correctly. Actually, I think I made it 1, but that's okay. I said 2. Remember now, I know you can probably do some of these in your head, but I want you to get used to showing it, showing your work, because when you get into 7th and 8th and higher levels of math, you're not going to be able to solve them as quickly mentally. So get used to doing that. Okay, next part. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. All right, proportions and word problem notes. Proportion. Remember, a proportion is 2 equal ratios or rates. Remember, write your labels to keep the information correct. Your notes are right here in front of you. Make sure you have that paper. And let's move on to that first example. Okay, in that first example, example 1, I purchased 4 cans for $8. How much will I spend for 10 cans? Now, it's important that when you write proportions from word problems, when you're writing proportions from word problems, make sure that you keep straight what it is that you're comparing. Now, if you read that very first line, I purchased 4 cans for $8, that is what you're comparing, 4 cans to $8. And when you read the second sentence, how much will I spend for 10 cans? So that's my question I have to answer. How much will I spend for 10 cans? Make sure that if you're putting money at the bottom, you put money at the bottom on this other ratio, this comparison. So we're going to put money right here. Do we know what money is? Well, from the question, I do not. I only know that I will spend, how much will I spend for 10 cans? So let's put 10 cans on top, because that's what 4 represents, cans. And we'll just put a variable or a letter down here. We'll call it N. Now remember what we did before. We did the heart method. So we came this direction, which is 4 times N equals, and we came this direction, 8 times 10. Okay? So we're going to rewrite it. 4n equals 8 times 10, which is 80. Again, it's just like a one-step equation. We worked on those before. We divide both sides by 4, especially. I want to start with the side that has the variable. So 4 divided by 4 is 1n. And 80 divided by 4 is 20. So n is 20. That means that if I buy, how much will I spend for 10 cans? It would be $20. So let's see if we make that. I'm going to take time here to erase this. All right, and you can always come back and reread there or look at that again. But if I put 20 back in for n, so now it'd be 4 to 8 equals a 10 to 20 ratio. Do these two numbers, when we do the cross product, the product of 4 and 20, does that equal the product of 8 and 10? Well, 4 times 20 is 80. 8 times 10 is 80. So yes, it does. It checks. Therefore, 20 is my solution. Let's move on to the second example. I drove 8 miles on 8 gallons. Let me restate that. I drove 360 miles on 8 gallons. How far can I drive on 12 gallons? Well, let's see. So let's rewrite that. So we're going to compare 360, excuse me, kids. I do that sometimes. I forget to turn on my pen. So we're comparing 360 miles to 8 gallons. So I want to write that 360 over 8. And then on the question it says, how far can I drive on 12 gallons? How far can I drive on 12 gallons? Let's see. 8 represents gallons, so we're going to put a 12 on the bottom because 8 and 12 both represent the idea of gallons. But we don't know how many miles, so we'll call that M. So let's do the Hart method. Ooh, 12 times 360. Whew. That's going to be something I'm going to have to do. 360 times 12. That's going to be quite a bit. That's 4,320. Okay, so that's 4,320 equals, let's do the other part of the Hart method, 8M. And I'm going to take time here to erase all that work because I need a place to work here. So let's take 4,320 equals 8M. Divide both sides by 8. And I hope this comes out, kids. Yeah. Let's see. So it's 4,320 divided by 8. Okay, let's see. That would be 4. Oops. That wouldn't be 4. That'd be 5. That'd be 40, 32. Oh, yeah. No problem. So the answer is 540 equals M. Now, if I take time to go back and place what M is back into the proportion, let's see, 360 over 8 equals 540 over 12. Well, we already know that 360 times 12 is 4,320. Does 8 times 540 equal 4,320? Well, I can tell you it does. I can prove it right here. 0, let's see, we're multiplying. 8 times 4 is 32. 4,320. So yes, it does. It checks. Both of these cross products are equal to 4,320. So since 4,320 equals 4,320, we know that this solution is correct. Man, that's a lot of writing. You know what? Maybe I should tell you that you can use your calculator in some of these because they could get fairly large. I'm sure that would excite you if you could use your calculator, because after all, that's what some of us like to do. Use our calculator. So here we go. Let's move on to that next thought. All right, here's one example that I want you to do for an independent task, just to see if you understand the process. And what do you know? I did say you can use your calculator. So you're going to solve the word problem. Sorry, kids. Hey, pen. There we go. Solve the word problem. Show your work. And you may use a calculator today. All right? When you're done, show me. And when you're done with that, you have an exit ticket. When you're done with the exit ticket, give it to me. I'll look at it. And then you take your assignment and work on it. All right? Don't forget to listen to the rest of the video. There are more parts that you need to hear about. I also want to talk about one other thing with you. When it comes to saying this piece right here on your assignment, when I say please rate yourself, some of us don't do that. When I look at your papers, I'm not seeing that at all. So please make sure that you rate yourself as a 1, 2, 3, or 4 in your understanding. So first time when you take your assignment, rate yourself right before you start working on it. How do you feel about where you're at right now? Are you at a 1, you really need a lot of help, or are you at a 4, I really understand what I'm doing? When you're done with the assignment, rate yourself again. So by your name, you're going to put, let's say you're at a 3 at the beginning. So here we are, we're at a 3. So you can even put a 3 right here in front of your name, of the word name. And when you're done, let's say you feel like, hey, you know what, I understand that really much better than I thought. Maybe you don't want to rate yourself as a 4, you want to rate yourself as a 3.5. That's okay. But whatever you rate yourself at, please be honest with yourself about what you think your understanding is, okay? Hey, have a great time working with this. I think working with your calculator, and if you understand proportions from before, I think you'll do a great job. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.